Howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here with Galley Face.
Mr. Icky.
Quit. You're looking icky.
I can't help it.
November 6th, 2022, Sunday evening at
7:41.
Don't tell me to look at them.
I didn't say a word. Hi.
Hi. We're here for true crime, but it's not really true crime after all, people. We were going to discuss the Casey Anthony case, but you know, that's been done so many times, and I'm sure y'all know all about it already. It's an old case anyway. And there was some breaking news that happened last night, and well, last few days, but we just became aware of it last night that we're going to talk about. And part of it is we need to do a bit of a retraction here. As you guys know, we were big fans of Adventures with Purpose. And we encourage you guys to all go check them out. We sang their praises, fa la 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 la. I still think many of the individual members of the team are fantastic, but as heartbreaking as it is, we learned that the founder, Jared, has been brought up on indictment charges of 1 and 2, and it was for having sex with his cousin, and I guess now they're saying his sister also. He is admitted to the cousin. He was 16 or 17, and she was between the ages of 9 or 10. And had more than once. And she just now has reported it. And is standing so bravely strong. And it's not hard. I mean, it's very hard to take the chance that people won't believe you. I guess it's something that it runs in his family. I'm not making any excuses for him. We have decided to unsubscribe, and we're no longer doing a paid subscription with them either. While I still massively respect many members of the team, I won't support, and Brad won't support, somebody who basically is a pedo. I would encourage you guys to make your own judgment on this. Do your research. It's part of public record. You can type in, and it will bring it up. And there's many, many newspapers that also have reported on this and shown the court documents. So that explains why he's not been around from spring, late spring, all summer and stuff, hardly at all. I hate to even believe it. I hate to even believe it. I really do. And it makes you wonder who you can really believe in. We've encountered this on a personal level, and also within the family, and with somebody we would have never believed that would do that. And Brad went straight to the source and asked, and they admitted it was true. It's just, I'm very disturbed.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have to say about it? I know you have many things.
I have a lot of things that are running through my mind on it. I don't want to judge because I got really irritated at this one lady that was being so judgmental in a completely different case. Um, because the way she acts, she knows everything, and the Quentin Simon,
Okay, yes, I
yeah,
know who you're talking about.
yeah. Um, and we talked about it, that she had almost the lynch mob mentality, and a couple other things, which, and this doesn't make it right, but this happened 30 years ago, which, like I said, doesn't make it right. Um, he was, like Teresa said, he was like 16 or 17 when it happened. Another thing that was brought out, that this happened quite a bit in his family, um,
So he says.
or so he
Right.
says. Yes, and there are other extenuating circumstances that I will not bring up, because I do not want the wrath of these other groups on my head
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
saying anything.
I would
But
encourage you guys to go learn the specifics of the case. Also, we want to say this is just for, if I wouldn't say entertainment purposes, educational purposes. I also want to be careful what's said, because I don't know if you guys have any children or anything in the room.
yeah,
Um, and I don't want to sway you guys on how you feel.
mm-hmm,
All I can tell you is what we have found out. It is bad.
mm-hmm,
And I would encourage you guys to, do your own investigation. I feel embarrassed. Brad feels embarrassed. Well, I don't feel, yeah, I do, because I don't very often shout out other channels.
mm-hmm,
And I really, really believed in these guys, and I really liked Jared.
mm-hmm.
And Brad loves my raspberry sugar.
I do.
He does. He loves this stuff.
Yeah, I love the smell of it.
I do too. But anyway, so it's unfortunate. It's heartbreaking. Um, it's heartbreaking. I'm not going to go into Brad and I, our personal stories, because that's personal.
Mm-hmm.
And I know many of you guys have your own stories on your own. You know, I feel bad for his wife and his kids also. I feel bad for the rest of the team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they'll recover from this. We're hoping, and what we think, just our opinion, is that he should resign, and he should completely step away from Adventures with Purpose. I don't know if even then if they can recover, because this has taken a hard hit on their reputation and namesake. So many other rumors flying around about this team, and this is all just rumors. I have no concrete proof, but there's been talk that and I think I mentioned before, that law enforcement says they never asked them to come for the Kaylee Rodney's case.
Did the family request it?
Yes, we don't know who requested it. Somebody let them know. And they left I remember I was watching the video, and they left a case that they were working and went clear across the country.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there is talk that, they say the tow truck driver, it actually was a AAA driver. We talked to you guys about that went, and they weren't sure if that was Kaylee Rodney or not, and her ex-boyfriend, and about how they were acting so suspicious, and she was asking weird questions like, how do you correctly put a seatbelt on it? They're saying that the rumor mill is that they were totally lying about that. That this was just something they said. There was no AAA guy that saw them in a parking lot and came and gave them this information. I kind of wondered about that too, because why wouldn't he, once he was aware that this might have been the young lady that was missing, why wouldn't he have gone to the police? Or did he go to the police? There's still too much not adding up in the case. I still think there's some foul play there. And there's so many things on her case because just because she had an alcohol in her system, first off, de, deca, com, decom, de, decaying.
Oh.
How do you say that? Decomposition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Will make ethanol in your body.
Oh, okay.
Also, you can be forced to drink.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that Brad brought up is they cannot dispute the fact that there was no water in her lungs. If she had drowned, there should have been.
Mm-hmm.
There's too many other things on this case that still don't add up. I don't know if they lied about stuff. A lot of people are like, why all of a sudden were they going on other lives and talking about this case? They never had done that before on any other case. I don't know, and they're like, oh, well, AWP is dirty and they're just doing horrible things. Well, any really big successful YouTube channel is gonna do some things most likely that they really shouldn't do, or they're gonna make it more dramatic. Now, come on, even if they're retelling a true story on TV, they'll say for dramatic purposes, some of these things have been dramatized.
Yeah.
And it's like, does it make it right? I don't know. Who am I to judge? Yeah. I mean, I'm just a small YouTuber. I mean, what do I know?
And there are a lot of facts that are not made public.
With what?
With everything.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it's like with Kylie Rodney. I'm sure there's a ton of information that.
You can scoot closer to me. I'll be nice for a minute.
I'm sure that there is a ton of information that law enforcement has that they're not.
Oh, yeah.
They're not
never
releasing just because of the case. And there's a lot of questions I have in my mind, but I don't know everything. And then one of the things with Jared is he said that the girl's mother said she forgave him back, 30 years ago. And
he didn't say when the time was that she forgave him.
I thought it was way back then. I was.
It could have been. I could have misunderstood.
Okay, but if that is something where the girl's mother forgave him 30 years ago, is that why he did not go to the police? Sooner. Because I assume he didn't think it was an issue. But, there's so many things that we do not know. And I don't want to, and I know Teresa feels the same way, we don't want to add to the rumors. One of the things, too, is if he is found guilty in a court of law, then he will have his punishment by the judicial system. And another thing, too, is I think should have a bearing is, like I said, this happened 30 years ago, and look what good he has done with his life in the last few years. There's so many things happening that I hate to jump on the bandwagon and let's take Jared out and hang him right away. I want to see him get his day in court.
Yeah, but I don't respect him. He did reply. This young lady wrote to him an email, and he did reply. And I don't respect the fact that he's just kind of like, well, I tried to apologize a couple times. You didn't accept it. So, if you want to be mature, and, it's like, whoa, she didn't say anything that wasn't mature. And I do think he should pay for it.
And I agree.
He hasn't gone to counseling. He hasn't had to face the raft or anything until now. I mean, she will forever be changed. She will forever be changed because of this. And it happened more than once. And she even had some medical problems because of this. And I mean, I do think that he needs to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm. And I agree with you.
I mean, you can never take back something that you take from a person, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
their innocence, whether it's their, abuse is abuse, and in that regards, or if you kill somebody, you could never take that back. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, so what if it's okay, if he thinks it's okay, and that the mother forgave him and stuff, and him and the other cousins talked about it, she doesn't.
Yeah.
Where's her counseling? Where's her knowing that everything's okay? Where's her? I mean, she didn't attend her father's um, funeral because he was there and stuff. And, I mean, can you imagine watching the person that did this um, on TV and stuff all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Making this wonderful name for himself, acting like he's just this,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've all done, I've never done anything, and neither is Brad, but I
Mm.
mean, just isn't like he stole a pack of gum.
Yeah.
I won't support that. I absolutely will not support, and I will not subscribe to AWP while he is still in that, in that. I won't. I won't help give that man a dime more.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to pay for what he's done. He
Yeah.
needs to be registered as a sex offender. He needs to face his day in court.
Mm-hmm.
Let the court, um, you know, decide what his fate should be.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think he should just keep getting to go around the country and have hero status? You can come a little
Sorry.
closer. You keep leaning away and they can't see your little beautiful face. But I mean, I do think he needs to face it. I'm tired of children that are molested. I am tired of them feeling ashamed that this happened to them, like they did anything to make this happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm speaking from my personal experience and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
because I thought, I blamed myself for so many years and stuff, and it was such a stigma on, if I tell anybody, they're not going to believe me. We don't know what this young lady's going through with other family members. I'm sure she's getting all kinds of hateful remarks and threats and stuff from her own family members,
Mm-hmm.
possibly because she's bringing this out. But we've got to start standing up for the innocent children that this happens to, because it affects you for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
It affects you for the rest of your life. When you have somebody do things to you and take things from you, and you don't understand why, it affects you for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'm tired of everybody feeling like, and yeah, I want to forgive him. I sure do. I liked him. I liked their channel. I thought they were doing wonderful work, and they were. Okay, they were. But I'm not going to be a supporter. If he steps down and he's no longer in the picture at all, and they want to rebrand, maybe they're going to have to make a new channel or whatever, I'll be their biggest cheerleader. Other reports are that the whole crew knew that he had done this. I don't know. That's a rumor. I don't know. And I don't know even if they knew, what were they supposed to do about it. I mean, I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have an. I mean, what would you do if all of a sudden you were working and your boss told you this?
Yeah.
If you say anything, you're going to lose your job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, what would you? I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't have an answer.
Yeah, without being in that situation, it's hard to respond on how you would do in
I don't
a
know.
hypothetical
Yeah,
situation.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think if I personally were in that situation, I would quit my job. But see, I'm not supporting a whole family.
Yeah.
Brad's always been the main breadwinner. I'm not supporting a whole family.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it would be easy for me to say, "Oh, I quit." I would come home and I've talked to Brad, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you out of there.
Yep.
You out of there. You're not. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if she was on your foot, you probably would have to put up with it until you found another job.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because we still have bills to pay and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, that's just. But I'm so tired of So many boys and girls are molested in this country, and it has been hidden for so many years. I can tell you, in my own personal history, on both sides of my family, way back as far as I know, there have been at least one individual that has done that. You know, and from great grandfathers on down. Um, well, I don't know anybody past grandfathers, but well, I do actually. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about that. Um, it used to be swept under the rug. It used to. We need to change that.
Yep.
I mean, how do we know what her life had been like dealing with this? Has she been able to have a healthy relationship with anybody? Because it really does affect you. You don't feel like you're good enough for anything. You don't.
Yeah. And the thing I see is we're going to have to um, not act on our private decisions until it is settled in a court of law.
Absolutely.
Um, I mean, because I think I know which way they're going to go, but they're going to get a lot more information than what we have, and
Yeah.
there might be things that were said and or done that we have no clue about.
Yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
Absolutely.
because I don't
There
know.
may be things she doesn't remember that happened.
Mm-hmm.
That the more that she thinks on it and goes to counseling and stuff, that will come to surface.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there's things about this whole case that I question, and I question both sides of it. It's not just I'm questioning him or I'm questioning her, but there are things that I question both sides about it. But I am not going to.
I'm not going to question her on it because I think that's the worst thing you can do, whether or not it really happened, is to kind of act like you don't believe that person.
But he has admitted that it happened.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. And
That's one of those drawers is that you're looking for. The socks are in it.
oh, okay.
You can have it back.
I
Random moment here, okay?
Shiny object.
I know.
But like I said, it's just
Hi, Charlie.
I don't want to have the lynch mob mentality.
Yeah, I don't either.
Because he deserves
His day in court.
his fair shot in
Yep.
court, and um, the information needs to be presented, and it needs to be weighed by a jury of his peers. And if he is found guilty, then yes, he will probably have to register as a sex offender. And I think at this point in time, the Adventures with Purpose have done a lot of absolutely incredible things. I know that some of the money that they received, that they've used that money to help these families that have lost the loved
Right.
ones. And all the stuff that they do it at absolutely no cost to the law enforcement offices or to the families. So they've done a lot of wonderful things. But if this is found where if he is found guilty, yeah, he needs to pull completely out of it. I mean, because he's got a very, very good crew, or two good crews actually, working the two teams, and he just needs to completely pull out of it. He needs to step back and let these guys do what they do best, without having the publicity of his actions. So that's something that Teresa and I both encourage, is for everybody to search out information, to make your own.
Form your own.
Yeah.
Own. There's not a right or a wrong
Mm-hmm.
answer. I mean,
Yeah.
but we felt like it was kind of our duty to tell you guys because we had encouraged you guys to check them out,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very sad.
Mm-hmm.
It's very sad, and I hope this young lady will be okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very brave thing that she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it certainly cannot be easy at all.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I don't think she has any ill intent in doing this. But I don't know. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think she does. But, you know, I'm not going to sit here and judge her. I don't know her and
Yeah.
stuff. And you know, we did not want to believe it.
Mm-hmm.
We did not want. In fact, we didn't last night. I
Mm-hmm.
ran across the first YouTube feed on it. And then I had Brad was out watching a movie, and so I sent him a link to it. And then he got back here and we were watching it, and he looked it up in the newspaper and stuff. And then I
Mm-hmm.
did too. And it's like, no, it's true. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not something that is being talked about for drama or something. But I have to
Mm-hmm.
say, there are so many people right now talking about this.
Oh Lord, yeah.
So be careful who you really listen to, because
Mm-hmm.
some of these YouTubers are just,
Mm-hmm.
as we all know. And then for the say, well, Jared was making money, and Adventure with Purpose was making money. Well, they have bills to pay. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, of course, they're going to make money, but then in turn, these YouTubers that are now talking about this case,
Yeah, they were making
they're
money.
making money too.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, uh, I can't be supportive and I hope that Jared resigns, and I hope that unless he's found innocent, but I hope he resigns so the rest of the team can recuperate and can, because they all got families and bills to pay too, and
Yeah.
they were doing wonderful work.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then it will be the biggest cheerleader again,
Yeah.
because I really do think they were doing some wonderful things.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, the only other thing I know about the Quentin Simon's case is now they're tracking the boyfriend, I heard.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So that's just kind of a rumor. And also the police have cracked down that now the protesters are not allowed to protest between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. And that also there's restrictions on where they can go, as far as because the police are basically like, you can't keep heckling this family constantly.
Yep.
Because you're going to have something bad happen yet. There's people that are just not all mentally well. And I'm not talking just a little cuckoo puff like me. I'm talking major, that might do
Mm-hmm.
something violent.
Yep.
I mean, you never know what somebody is capable of doing,
Mm-hmm.
thinking that they're going to get their own justice. Charlie, hello. Thank you. You're disturbing me. And it's not nice to lick your privates when I'm on camera. Don't you feel embarrassed now? Do you feel embarrassed now, Charlie?
Don't look at me. I
Don't
don't
lick
do
your
it.
chop, too, okay? Can we not do that when, first off, you're on my bed. You're on my pillows.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I don't want you doing that.
But that's the pillows I normally use.
Oh, well, I still don't want him doing it,
No.
okay? Because I put my head by your head and,
Yeah.
Bleh.
Okay.
But anyway, so, let this, like was the case with AWP with Jared, and with this case, let the judicial system do what they're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they don't, you protest against them.
Yeah.
But I hope this all gets sorted out. I feel very bad also for Jared's wife and kids.
Mm-hmm.
I really do, because man.
Yep.
So I don't know. It was the last thing we wanted to believe. It was so shocking. I mean, we don't very often get really, really into a channel.
Yeah.
I mean, but so.
Yeah. And there's also another reason why we are encouraging everybody to research your own facts is because there's been a lot of information thrown out there that I don't I don't know if it's true, and I hate to aid in propagating rumors, So that's something that I think everybody should look up, because there's some things that, wow, there are some things that I have heard that I'm not gonna add to the rumor mill, but
I
I that
I got to go in and paint for a couple hours. It was great.
and I got to hear her singing.
Was it great? Did
Yes,
you like my
it was.
concert?
I did.
Do you like me talking to my painting too?
I did.
I don't like you right now.
Yeah.
Did you hear me telling it that? At one point in time, I didn't like it right
Yeah,
now.
I heard you saying a lot of other things to it, but
Yes, I did. I talked to it.
But yeah,
And make it behave.
that's what there's so many bits of information that are thrown out there that we don't know if it's fact or rumor or anything like that, and unless it's actually proven, I don't want to.
Right.
I don't want to throw any
I
more
don't
out
want
there.
to, I don't want to be saying this or that. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and as I said, we are amateurs. You couldn't get to be much more amateur-ish than us, please. Okay? It's just that we really don't have a life, so, this is what happens. Hi.
Hi.
Anyway, I'm used to you. You smell good.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, are you done now?
Mm-mm.
But, so we encourage you guys, Brad. Ah!
The beatings have begun.
We encourage you guys to look up your own stuff.
But you can see
And
right
come
there.
to Brad.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Don't make me beat you. That will have to wait till we're done.
Okay.
To come to your own conclusions.
Yeah.
We don't want to feed into the rumor mill. We would not have said anything to you guys if it hadn't been that it's actually real.
And we
And he admitted to it.
yeah,
too.
we encouraged all of you to check their channel out.
Yeah, and I felt bad about that because I'm like, I didn't want you guys to think, well, what the heck?
Yeah.
They encouraged us to go, check this channel out. Now look.
Yep.
And do we support people like that? No. I do not, will not ever support, ever. So, we just wanted to tell you guys that. We're going to keep doing true crime probably twice a week. But from now on, I'm not going to announce a case because that could change depending on what developments are in what case. We're probably going to stick with more current cases because, like I said, the Casey Anthony case has been so done. Like the Gabby Petito has been very done and stuff. We'll probably talk to you guys about a few cases that we know more of a personal things that happened in Wyoming that I know some of these people have not heard about some of them.
Yep.
And I think you guys would find pretty fascinating about that.
Yep.
And of course, if it's a fairly new one, let's say 5 years-ish and stuff, you guys have a case you'd like us to, look into and stuff, or you have comments, and like I said, if we get information wrong, and that will happen, we've been known to be wrong once or twice a year or a day, depending on the day, but yeah, it's very sad.
Yeah, there is a case that happened in Wyoming, and you and I've kind of touched on it a little bit.
Quite a few.
And this one happened at 50 years ago, and
Yeah. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, and I personally knew some of the people that were involved with this, so...
Actually, there's a book written about it, and they talk about a Brad in the book.
Might be.
Well, it was the same baseball players that you played with.
Yep.
And stuff, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to paint. Brad went and worked in his room. And then we're thinking about eating something because, we took our Ozempic last night, so we really haven't been hungry at all.
You are strange.
I had a great time painting today.
Good.
I was just,
Good.
especially when the painting started to behave and I was starting to like it more.
But, either we need to wrap this up or else I'm going to need to excuse myself.
What are you gonna do? I don't want to know. You done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You sure?
No.
All right. Anyway, that's your entertainment for now. Charlie, what are you licking? Remember, I love you guys.
And say goodbye, Teresa.
No, and I do cherish your friendship so very much. Please like and subscribe if you haven't, if you're brave enough. Share with your friends if you really want to make them laugh.
Yeah.
And
if you want to prove to your friends how normal you are compared to us.
You know. And remember, do something nice for somebody else. Bradley and Heidi.
Oh, ow!
Do something nice for yourself. Are you done?
Oh,
Ow!
that was my knee.
I can't take you anywhere now. I gotta get together here. This is when editing would be nice. Behave, or else. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Ow! As always, everybody say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye.